What do you think, my liege? Nothing has ever reached so high to the heavens. I've sent for Ronwin, my friend in Cape Solace. She is willing to serve the keep as your envoy to foreign lands. If you require her services, she can be found in the embassy. Never thought I'd say it, but I truly believe we have a Kara to thank for this keep. I'm not about to volunteer to be the scion, but I'd have to be a fool to deny the truth. You, the dream, the key, the castaways, all of it, just when we needed it. I hope you don't mind. As a gesture of my gratitude, I planted the seed of a mighty tree in the courtyard in honor of Akara's help. It was the least I could do, I think. My liege, now that your throne room is prepared, you have an opportunity to truly help your people. We will let it be known that whenever you sit upon your throne, you will hear petitions from anyone who comes before you. You may render judgment or offer help as you see fit, and your people will show their gratitude. Bye.
I have been looking for a friend of mine who was also aboard our ship when we wrecked. I believe she could have survived the crash, but I can't find her. Her name is Sister Sylvia. Will you find her for me? I saw the front end of the ship floating to the western part of the island. I pray Sister Siana has found her way safely ashore.
Shy.
Greetings. quite the beautiful day. Nothing is more exciting to an artist as a massive room of blank, flat walls. Ah, how I shall fill them! My muse summoned me at a very young age to keep my hands supple for painting. I asked Alder to find me some non-physical labour to do. He started talking about pitching in and helping, and I may have stopped listening. I wasn't doing anyone any good there. I need to be where there's beauty. Paddy found a bunch of old paintings during his last construction. They're all fairly damaged, but I believe I can restore them using some magical paints. However, I will need you to go kill some monsters for me. Okay, this first painting appears to be some kind of cave. It should be interesting to see how it turns out. For this one, you'll need to kill some Mergen and Scavs. Bring the vials of paint back to me once they've changed colour. You need to tint the vials I've given you by killing certain corresponding monsters. Bring the vials back to me once they've changed colour. Take care.
My liege. Being the diplomatic sort, I'll just say I am much happier here. Ember Deep is a Diverga city on the Obsidian Isle. Fort Oghorn is a Varani trading post in Dregshaw. Renlock is a Lothal town in the bitter cold of Icebrine Coast. Perhaps, in my service to Gravehall, I can atone for my failings and bring the peace that eluded me. My gifts failed me, however, when the first sparks of the Crystal War ignited. Perhaps nothing could have stopped it, but I still feel culpable. When great powers speak to each other, it has often been with my own voice. I have a way of getting people to ask for what they really want and accept what I am offering. No one here has been kinder to me than Paddy. I admire his stubborn refusal to accept any setback. Honestly, I count him as my best friend. I am humbled to serve Gravehall Keep as its envoy to the world. Thank you for honoring me so. Without further ado, let's begin. By your command, I can embark on diplomatic missions to our closest neighbors across the sea. Shall we begin? With whom should we engage in diplomacy? The Varani are a loose collection of traders. Beyond commerce, Fort Oghorn would just as well have nothing to do with the rest of the world. What kind of diplomatic mission would you like me to conduct with them? Before we can propose an alliance, we must improve our relations through trade and tribute. How big a trade would you like me to make? Excellent. This should improve relations between us. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm on my way out now. I shall see you soon with, I pray, good news. The pleasure was mine.
Not a bad one. Not a great one either. There's more wrecks to search when you're ready to send me. Be careful.
Nothing like teaching a beast how to be civilized. Take care.
Good to see you. Can't chat long. You wouldn't believe how many shipwrecks we get around here. Be careful. ever found a shipwreck that didn't have something of value on board? Be wary.
Oh, you look terrible. Have you been talking to those heretics in the village? I'd need healing after that, too. I am unused to surroundings such as these. Perhaps you could hire a maid. I've not had to change linens myself since I was a child. I was sleeping in my cabin when the ship lurched suddenly. The sailors were all exclaiming that something had hit us and that it was a calamity. The ship drifted for days before it finally broke in two. I do not know how I was able to swim so far. I was afraid of the worst, and rightly so, it turns out. Thank you for bringing me this letter. It's comforting to have the final words. Lyria watch over you.
When my ship wrecked on the island, the first thing I did was hide all my goods. Unfortunately, the place I chose is on the other side of the island. If you would go get them for me, I have a special shield in my inventory that's all yours. Want to shop?
Good to see you.
Did you need to buy something? Oh, good, you found them. As promised, the shield I was telling you about. Take care, my liege.
The trade mission was a success. Here are the goods I managed to procure and an update on our relations. With whom should we engage in diplomacy? What kind of diplomatic mission would you like me to conduct with the Varani in Fort Oghorn? How much do you want to give? This should improve relations between us. I'll let you know how it went when I'm back tomorrow. The pleasure was mine.
I'd like to get some chickens for the keep. However, I need you to get some feed for them. Just a little bit of meat. Oh, good. You have the food on you. Thanks. Chickens will be here in no time. Take care.
Mine's more of a challenge than a request. I challenge you to get to the bottom of the tidal pools. I'm impressed. Maybe I'll give some of those jumps a shot after all. Trees at the bottom, you say? Wouldn't have guessed that. Be wary.
I'd like to challenge you to a fight in the arena. What do you say? Great. Let's get started now then, shall we? Well, I guess you bested me. Good match, my liege. Very impressive and well appointed. The finest I've ever seen. And I've seen my share of well-armed keeps. Taste of success just makes us hungry, eh? Now that you have a record, you'll likely want to best it. Let me know when you're ready to fight again. Do you want to fight a big creature or a bunch of small ones? Larger creatures can be quite challenging. Which one would you like to fight? I hope you're ready to take on this monstrosity. Root golems are blessed with Akara's might. Good luck. Ready for some training? I didn't think you'd beat the record for a root golem. They're real tough. I found a nice reward for you, although I can't say I know where it came from. Here's your results too. Don't forget to come back soon.
I've seen a lot of shipwrecks in my life, but this island seems to have a propensity for them. Be wary.
My liege, I was hoping, if it wouldn't be a bother, would you be willing to get me materials for repairs around the keep? Thank you. I'll need 2 bundles of amberwood and 2 bundles of beachstone. Let me know when you have it all. Greetings.
quick.